Hello again, wrestling fans. This is September 23rd. Discuss TNA Impact Wrestling. We are going to be reviewing the episode from the 19th. You can check out alldistractions.com. I already did a written review on this. You can just stop listening right now. Go right over there. Forget about Gary. He's nothing but a goofball. He's not really necessary. What's up, Gary? How's it going over there? Big win for Gary last night.
Well,
big
win for your Giants too.
Screw the Giants. I want a top draft pick.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, if you're a fan of sports, like, I don't know, like, what do you root for when your team sucks? You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Well, that's an interesting thing for another podcast. But this is like, do you root for your team? I mean, I don't know. I've been called a bad fan for rooting for a draft pick, and I'm like, whatever. I don't want to go 4-12.
Well, when you're a Cincinnati Reds fan, yeah, I'd have to say yeah.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Okay, so got a lot going on. We have the lineup, which was just posted, the updated lineup for SPARTANSBURG. They have announced 4 more matches. We'll get to that fast. First off, happy birthday to Matt Hardy, you goddamn legend. And here are a few quick Matt facts. Matt hates cold weather. Matt scored 1330 on his SATs. Matt only drinks low-fat chocolate milk. He likes to keep the room temperature at a toasty 75 degrees. That's kind of fucking hot and crazy, you know? Matt's IQ is 139. Matt has been to Plymouth Rock. He believes Thanksgiving is a boring holiday. Holy shit, I totally agree with that, so I'm going to end it on that one. Shit holiday.
It doesn't surprise me about the hot weather part, because, like, them being from Carolina, like, that's pretty much all it is down there.
Those are the Matt facts from the old Matt fact stuff. Okay, really big news here. Crazy-ass cocaine-fueled Sean Sapp at Fightful.com reports, I'll put in quotes, Joe Hendry has a substantial amount of time remaining on his contract, and it is nowhere near up. Again, this is coming from someone who has a terrible drug problem and cannot be considered a solid source at the moment. If you want to look into this, Fightful is no longer retweeting him, which he's the co-owner of, or Miss Kate Fabe. Now, Miss Kate Fabe cried about making a police report about some crazy person. I don't know. Kidding. It's me. So, she's the one who, whatever. She got in touch. She commented on a 3-year-old girl in my family. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, I kind of, I just fuck with her, which she totally deserved. And so many people hate this bitch. Oh my God. I have just screenshots of screenshots. So she posted the other day, gonna have sex with your dad so he can have a child that he's proud of. This was to a fan in response to something. Is that a rape joke? You know what I mean? So she hasn't been retweeted by the Fightful ever since. And again, my only problem was with Sean and her. They're both fucking going down. Whatever. Back to TNA. Jordan Grace is going to be in a movie. Got to be honest here. It looks like a shit joke movie because the dude from What Culture is also in it. And, like, come on. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
probably
like,
really.
It could be like a great low budget terrible movie. Okay, ready? A woman finds herself in a strange magical carnival with no memory of anything but her own name. Okay, that's pretty stupid. First of all, why does she have to know her fucking name? What could a name have to do with the story? Okay, time is running out. Can she find her way back to reality, or will she succumb to her fantasy of being in a fucking carnival? And running into Jordan Grace, who it says who is playing Lisa, and then it writes jacked wrestling demon form, which is, I don't know. I mean, I guess she's going to look like a demon wrestler, which could be cool. And I guess I'll probably watch it just based on that. Okay, Matt Hardy, one more. On the state of TNA after a big crowd for Victory Road. We take a lot of pride in TNA. TNA is very hot right now. They got a lot of buzz, and they're looking to build momentum. We got SPARTANSBURG this weekend. We're doing 4 weeks of Impact. Oh! 4 weeks of Impact tapings. Is that too many? Or you think they're taping post-Bound for Glory?
I don't know really what direction they're going with the storylines here, but, like,
when's Bound for Glory?
Yeah, it's definitely building to it.
What's the date for Bound for Glory?
Huh? Yeah,
what's the date again? October
26th.
Also, they could have 4 more weeks to actually tape.
And then the next night they have at least a set of tape, a night of 2-week tapings at least that I know of.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've done 4. But I mean, hey, listen, if you got shit once a year, no big deal, especially at the end of the year. It's the final weeks before we go to BFG, and very soon you're going to hear the match announcement we have for Bound for Glory. Here you go. We're very excited about that. We think it's going to be a really, really big deal. This is Matt Hardy on this year's Bound for Glory. His match announcement with Jeff Hardy. That's interesting. Maybe they're going to get like a WWE team to wrestle him?
I have going back to why there's 4 weeks of tapings. All I could think of, Jay, is because we had that kind of convoluted scheduling with the live specials being so close together, and now they're kind of on the back end of that. And now I
don't mind, but I read there's nothing coming before Bound for Glory, right?
No. Bound for Glory is
this week on the show. They showed, it's leading to next week, Hendry versus, or this Thursday, Hendry versus Kazarian, right?
Yeah.
So what the hell are they going to do for 4 more weeks?
I don't know.
Like in terms of the top, those two,
it almost sounds like to me maybe we're going to do a Bound for Glory series kind of thing.
That'd be cool. Jesus God, I would love that.
Just because it was really. It was underrated at the time, and we look back at it later on, and we're like, "Well, geez, why can't they do this shit again?"
Okay, previewing the SPARTANSBURG lineup. This actually came out the other day, but I think they keep updating it because there was only 2 matches, and now it's ABC versus the Hardys, Friday, September 27th. Also Friday, Myers versus Santana, Josh versus Gresham, also Friday. Saturday, Nemeth Cardona, Moose, JDC, Edwards, and Myers, so the System, against the Hardys and ABC. Mike Bailey versus Leon Slater. I like that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And I feel like there was 2 more matches that I already knew about that are no longer on this page, so whatever. Those are the newest ones.
But it also kind of brought the direction of Gresham, because I know, was it
oh my god. He's in the fucking octopus mask in the picture.
Well, that's what I mean. That's why when we kind of thought he was kind of thing, I don't know. I don't know if
what is happening.
Yeah, I don't know if he's leaving in 2024.
Leave the fucking mask off, man. Was that a thing? Wait, does he come to the ring with the mask and take it off now? I don't even know. I'm so confused. Whatever.
Yeah, it's a different look.
But it's it's not. I don't know. Those aren't very exciting matches. Also, not one knockout match. What has happened to the knockouts? Holy shit! I don't even talking about it. It makes me so fucking sad.
Yeah, it's so thin right now. It's basically a slushy left out in 80-degree weather.
And there's some people out there who still are we still have, at least we have the best women's division. And I'm like, dude, guys, don't be AEW fans. Don't be totally fucking delusional. Hello, welcome to the podcast. Sorry for that bad word if you heard it.
I got Play-Doh.
Oh, we got some Play-Doh on the podcast this week. Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't think there's any more TNA news. It looks fast, and the Hendry thing was pretty big. This is Matt Hardy must be on a media tour because he's been talking a lot. So check that out. And hang on, one more. 7 hours ago, internal reaction on WWE TNA. It's probably BS, but I should specify that both sides in this is a talent exchange rather than a partnership.
Oh, wow.
During his Q&A, brought up an interesting note. Jesus Christ, it's Sap again. This is not fucking news, people. Holy shit. This is a coked out lunatic who just says shit. I should specify that both sides say this is a talent exchange. Dude, I don't even know what to say. It's not a partnership, Gary. Get it? Because TNA can't have a partnership with WWE, according to anyone at Fightful, because TNA is too fucking small for that. Even though there's 50 more people watching AEW shows at this point.
Well,
And going to the shows is probably a similar amount, except those fucking idiots are still getting huge arenas. And I asked my friend and damn it, I forgot his producer Larry about that. I'm like, why do they keep doing the big arenas? You know, why don't they pick small arenas? Yeah. He said, you know, Tony Khan is like the kind of guy. He's not going to say, oh, we're going to go to some small fucking place now. Well, I think that's totally true, and that could end up killing them.
Well, and the thing is, I heard something too in a recent I think it was on the Vince Russo podcast, maybe, and he had said something about he didn't care about the attendance. It's just that it's just important we put on great matches.
Well, yeah. He also recently said, or he just said, Jesus, what the hell did he just say? Am I crazy?
So he's no longer worried about the numbers in these venues, which is very telling about the stat.
I mean, you know who he is, but like he's just saying that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Shit, I just had something and I lost it. God damn it. Where is this coming from? Sorry. Okay. Triple H made it clear why WWE entered into this deal. Their intention is to get their talent on a different stage, blah, blah, blah. And there's absolutely nothing on this page that says anything else other than a random line from coked out, bitch ass, very likely pedophile Sean Sapp. So, I mean, I don't know about you, Gary, but if somebody fucks with you, is any thought in your head, let me go after their underage family members?
Oh, hell no. That's one thing I do is I get really mad. I like black out. So it's not good.
Yeah, thank you. That's
he's probably
that's what I've been doing for the last few months. Like I straight up blacked out. I lost my shit. Like, and I have no problem like saying that. You fuck with my family and underage girls, man. Underage girls. One of them is 3 years. Who fucking thinks? Whose mind does that pop into? Ugh, nasty fucks. Okay.
Makes you wonder if he doesn't have a little Jeffrey Jones mentality or something.
Totally. Jesus. Fucking sure he's got a P. Diddy thing going on over there. So, let's get to this episode 919. First off, if you didn't notice, Jeff Hardy had his face painted as respect to Bray Wyatt.
Oh, okay. I did notice that. I didn't know that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nice.
Yeah, I happened to notice Fightful tweeted about that. Like, hey, we missed this. Yeah, that's what happens when you only watch one television show, you fucking mark weirdo creeps. So, like, oh yeah, this is so cool. We missed this. Like, yeah, no, whatever. Fucking jerk off. Fucking. How do I have? Oh, I put the title wrong. Okay. Maybe. Okay, wait. Sorry. Okay. The episode. What did you think overall? Before I find.
Well, Jay, I think if there's a follow-up to a pay-per-view that you want, because this was the first week out of the Victory Road, right? I get kind of confused. It is?
Yep.
Okay, well, I think if this is the direction they're going to go going forward, coming out of like a live special or pay-per-view, this was a near home run here. I just thought like the crowd was all pretty much in unison. The venue looked gorgeous. Someone had pointed out that this was the very same venue that AEW had trouble selling out.
That's awesome.
So
I mean, I think we talked about last week how like
I
think you saw the picture how like people are actually saying like people are comparing, like some are jokes, but the fact that anyone is making the comparison, and it's all because of the pictures, like what people see, man, they just see it. Like most people don't read into shit.
Well, and I don't know like if you notice or not, but I feel like they've kind of upped their game in the production value too, and like with the they got rid of those thin screen things and ditched that and kind of went with the bigger, kind of like kind of like when Raw would do those early specials, like on USA, kind of like the smaller. I kind of get that's what they're. I don't know if this has a lot to do with a revenue officer that formerly worked for WWE, but
I'm sure it is.
It's getting very much like a the WWE light kind of look to it.
I mean, it has to be. You know, I feel like like that guy came in and everything fucking changed within what months? Like they're selling out everything, and again,
and then
kind of argued with my friend Larry about this. He's like, well, they're selling out, it's like less of a, I'm like, but it doesn't matter. People see the word sell out and then you know what I mean? Like, how many more posts do you see? TNA sells out, like, you know what I mean? From actual like websites, because they did. Even if they cut out half the fucking seats, it's a sellout.
Well, and then when Scott was there, like the storylines were failing big time. Like since he's left, I've noticed they've like embraced each character, like kind of give them something that to kind of build off from, and like I feel like it's gotten to be a more storyline driven company as of late.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny that Josh Alexander, for the first time in his career, has a character, and it took Scott to leave, the man who pushed him never-endingly, but never thought, hey, maybe we should play around with his fucking character to get people to care a little more.
Yeah,
great wrestler, but you have to be fucking interesting. You have to do fucking. There's so many great wrestlers. Look at Ospreay. Yeah. He's already like a nobody fucking cares guy. He doesn't draw he's not drawing ratings. But whatever, that's a whole different thing. Okay. I love this. No, I didn't love it. I liked it a lot. I gave it an 8.4. I will now read. Okay. Well, I'll just read some quick things. The show flew by. One of my favorite episodes of Impact in a while. Something seems different since Victory Road. TNA has been more creative. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, I think that's what I was trying to word it like. Is I feel like they're the creative is definitely
better, or like not as dumb.
Like I think less lazy. Other than like like we had commented, they kind of stuck everybody in an emergence. I think maybe the message sent that maybe they were just. That was the last of whatever they were kind of messing around with, and now it's like everything, all in on it, pun intended.
So we'll go back to the show, but let me just, I wrote about, we saw 2 new NXT talents, something about how good they looked in more ways than one, and how it seems like NXT talent is coming off a goddamn assembly line. And then I wrote, but this is about TNA and SPiTFiRE. Who won? Suck on that, WWE. Now, seriously, who thought in 2024 TNA stars would be getting wins over NXT stars?
I definitely wouldn't have thought.
TNA television.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, Danny Luna, I could kind of maybe see a victory, but Jody Threat, she kind of really doesn't have a very well-known history in wrestling. I mean, you'd pretty much have to follow her like on the Canadian circuit and whatnot.
That's what I mean. And people are like, oh, well, they beat nobody. It's like, fuck you. Like, that's how people see these TNA girls.
Yeah, definitely. And like to have Jody Threat get a win over an NXT roster, whether they're dominant or whatever, they're kind of in the mid card kind of thing.
It's just something you could like say, like they defeated 2 NXT. I mean, they could put it in a fucking resume. I don't know. I thought it was awesome.
The thing is, Jay, I think TNA is really confident in SPiTFiRE too, because it's just they keep getting the title, back.
Well, they're the only team, but
well, I mean, it just seems like they're kind of keeping them relevant.
I mean, they're always doing, or they're really always trying with them in terms of like fighting and breaking up, and so I do appreciate that. And now, I mean, just a brilliant move, I thought, putting Masha with the Hardys. I thought a lot of people, including myself, would have a hard time with the Masha turning. You know what I mean? Like she was.
Oh yeah, definitely. I kind of
evil for so long, and they put a picture of her as a young girl with Matt and probably Lita, who was cut out. You could see somebody was cut out.
Oh yeah, I kind of got that Lita vibe with them on the show this week.
Oh totally! Oh my god, totally! I think that was probably what the vibe we were supposed to be getting. Like she did that She'd like a move off the top. You know what I mean? Like not the leader move, but yeah. I mean, I love that. I thought it was like the Hardys with her. I mean, could you imagine that as she was like what 16 or some shit, meeting the Hardys, and then she's
15,
fucking
16.
wrestling with them. And she's not even that. She's like she's a top knockout. Like we make it fun of the knockouts. Yeah, sorry. It's Jordan, Masha, and Tasha. And Ash is hot.
Yeah, and everybody's like miles.
And the tag teams are the tag teams. And SPiTFiRE is good, but like I don't know. I don't want to go with the same thing every goddamn week where I yell about tag teams because SPiTFiRE would be 2 more girls, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they could do there. Sinner and Saint. What do you think about them? I hated their brown gear. It just really turned me off.
Oh yeah, like the fudgy brown kind of.
No one should wear brown.
No,
Ever.
I do like them though. I do think they have a really and not like look in terms of gear, but like they're very
I thought so too. Yeah,
style wise. They're they're really they're kind of almost like, to me they're like a better, I don't know how you want to word it, like better looking version of, what was that team that was with Osprey?
Oh yeah, those boring dudes.
Yeah, I can't remember who they were now, but kind of a better,
already totally out of my mind. Those guys.
Much younger version of them. But they were a good pickup by TNA. Just I don't know if I would have stuck them in against First Class, like right, just because it's kind of an idea that you're, Top Dollar is not gonna lose for a little bit, and at least until Rich, because it kind of feels like Rich might be the weak link in that team. I don't know. It just seems like he's around, they lose or whatever.
Random because I just looked at it, but the last 2 explosions, which I mentioned a while back after we all bitched about it, how they suck. Frankie Kazarian versus Sami Callihan 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
This week, Danny Luna versus Tasha Steelz.
Oh, okay. Well, they had her on this week's show.
Yeah, Luna versus Steelz. Wait, that was September 13th, so I'm sorry. I'm probably 1 behind.
Oh, week before.
And then this week, okay, yeah, this is what I was looking for. Steve Maclin and Eric Young versus the Pillars of Destiny this week. And I really like their look. Have you seen these guys?
I'll
send you a picture at the moment.
No, I have not seen Pillars of Destiny. Has this a team that's...
They have face... Not only do they have face paint, right?
Oh, okay.
They have animal-like skin things on their head, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Animal skin things? Does that make sense? Whatever. Check your messenger. I just sent you a picture of the Pillars of Destiny. But then there's Maclin and Young. That's confusing.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with the Maclin?
Okay. They're almost kind of like the Pillars of Destiny. You're kind of like that Viking tag team that's in NXT.
Oh, I think what's name said that. Wow. Yeah, I think.
Oh, did he?
Christian or Schrage said that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
someone definitely said that, and I was like, shit, yeah. But whatever. TNA can have one. You know what I mean? Isn't that a more interesting look than?
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, the guys that were on this week.
Kind of brings you to the time.
Sinner and Saint. Yeah.
With what was his name? Tatanka, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like 80s wrestling, which I'm totally fucking cool with.
Yeah, very cool.
Like an updated version. I mean, whatever. Also, Maclin and what the hell's with Maclin and EY?
I don't know, because it's very interesting on this week's that we're reviewing tonight. It had EY backstage commenting, kind of like feeling like maybe him and Josh Alexander will be joining forces maybe at some point, or
see, that's what I thought. So then why is he with Maclin, who's
I know,
of a face, or is that just like maybe to set up and Josh jumps him and then
I don't know,
they jump together?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like there's certain people who were just in super weird places. Eric Young and damn it, I just mentioned him, the Death Machine.
Oh, Sami Callihan.
Again, motherfucker was the 2-time wrestler of the year. I cannot remember the last time he's had a good match. Forget about great.
And then they give him that little kind of like was it DMTV or whatever, Death Machine TV, and then they
Are they even still doing that?
No, they stopped that cold turkey. I don't understand how you had something pretty kind of cool coming for.
Oh yeah, did you ever hear of AEW rankings?
No, what would they?
they do rankings. Like, it's pretty fucking smart, man. I mean, it's not smart because it's kind of impossible, but like, all it does is get people to bitch about it. And holy shit, I'm totally gonna do this for my site. So it's just it was top 5 rankings for, like, whatever. Shit, I'm really stoned. What the fuck was I just talking about? What the hell rankings am I talking about right now? Be careful with weed, people.
I know you
really good weed right now.
Rankings.
Shit, what was this? Oh, okay. Wait, whose rankings? Jesus.
I thought you said AEW. You said it's kind of.
Oh yeah, AEW rankings. So they would do top 5 tag teams, top 5 men's, world, top 5, every division. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's power rankings. They would do. They started with them. They got dropped. They came back a few months later. Tony's all excited. He dropped it a few months later. Like, it was a huge thing that they took to television. Like, the rankings meant everything. That's what they were booking matches on. And that's when more people were watching the fucking shows, because they made sense and the shit wasn't random. But the problem with that was, like, I think every now and then you have to give a goddamn title shot to someone, like, without, you know what I mean? Like,
of course, too, Jay, I think it got more complicated as that roster got more bloated and bloated.
Totally.
Kind of hard to have rankings.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. Good job. Yeah, good luck. They went top 10 when there's 70,000 people on the roster. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sure that's part of it. But I mean, yeah, that's not like you were just saying. Like, and again, they brought it back a few months ago. They dropped it. It must have been brought back and dropped 10 times, maybe 10. I'm not even joking. Maybe 5. That might be too much.
Well, and you think it's really kind of legit too, because like if you see these rankings and it's like, well, yeah, this person beat that person, and the record, they really are.
TNA could be easy, actually. Jesus.
Yeah, you could probably have a
First Class moves up a tiny bit this week for beating Sinner and Saint.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they are the number 1 contenders for the tag titles.
Yeah, probably 2, only because we don't have a lot of men's tag teams really either.
Well, they're coming. I mean,
we're growing.
We just got, like we've said, Sinner and Saint. We just named that other one, and
Good Hands.
Yes, our boys, the Good Hands. And how about Jake and friggin' Hammerstone?
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. I just kind of I feel like they're going to drop the ball with that tag team.
I mean, that's a tag team that need to destroy, get the titles, dominate for a few months, and then break up because they both think they're the man.
That, and I think creative.
You can't book them like a normal team. You have to overbook them. They have to be Goldberged.
Because I mean, they had Khan and Madman Fulton there, and they just just cold turkey. No follow up or or anything like that.
Well, I mean, that's something I'm finally starting to understand. Like, I think a lot of it has to do with NXT.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they don't know exactly how many people are coming, when they're coming. I mean, like, Ariana Grace getting TV time every week is awesome, but that's taking time away from somebody else.
Oh, you definitely.
God, I hope it wasn't Giselle. Jesus, what a letdown that would be.
Well, and the thing is, it happens several times throughout the show. That's that's gonna happen. Take a little bit, and it isn't big. Isn't a lot of time with her, but it is time enough that maybe you ought to focus on little things like the TNA merch shop, or something like something to generate more money, or clicks or views.
Yeah. Hall at 411 gave this a 7. I'm gonna say that is underrated. Let's see if you paid attention. Not exactly a can't miss show, and there was nothing worth going out of your way to see. But what matters here is that you can see a lot of Bound for Glory here. Holy shit. Thought I was a bad writer. It's a good sign when the card is starting to come into focus over a month out, and now we could be in for a solid build there. This wasn't a red hot start, but at least they put some pieces together. All right, you're an idiot. So we did make pretty much, I gave the thing 3 stars, the main event. He gave it a B-. I think that's probably pretty similar, at least based on how I do things.
Yeah.
What's her name's coming? We keep forgetting. Zia Lee.
Was that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Paired
So that
with
is that's a knockout. Heather Reckless. That's a knockout.
Okay.
But not a good sign that none of them were announced for matches yet.
Well, and then what do they do with Heather Reckless? Then they pair her. Oh, I don't.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they didn't bring her in the best way, so we'll see what happens here. Okay, let's go back to the start because I liked it a lot. Once again, they start off with an in-ring segment. I am loving this. Like you said, man, it's WWE light, but I don't give. I hate. I don't know. I don't like people say that. Like WWE is wrestling to most people. That's how big they are. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
there's wrestling sites that just say pro wrestling. That's say WWE instead of pro wrestling.
Well, and I think this is really, really cool, but really risky in a way too to start off the show. Maybe having Alicia kick off the show because I know she has a lot of fans, but she has a lot of fans, but like there's a lot of people that think she's green.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, it's really not the way I would kick off a show.
Shout out to my boy Robles, who definitely doesn't think she's green. Also to us, who said a long time ago, get Alicia Edwards on the goddamn television. She's sitting around there doing nothing backstage, and she could be helpful. And listen, I think she's been a damn good manager. I agree. She's not the best on the mic or in the ring, but she's a great manager, I think. And
but I do think she's gotten better with experience. So
totally. Totally. I mean, we saw Santino twice tonight, which I loved. Or I'm sorry, on this episode, and then his daughter, and then like them together. I don't know. I thought that was like so nice,
Yeah.
This was the Impact on Twitch girl. She used to go around. She was like a teenager, I think.
Oh wow.
And like she would just like before the show started, it would be like, hey, she like something. It would be her and like a wrestler or something, and they'd play darts one day. You know what I mean? Like they'd go bowling. You know what I mean? Like it would just be old things to do, just to kill time, get people interested. Fans loved her. She was so nice. She was like fun, nice girl. I don't think we even knew she was Santino's kid. So like it's just crazy, and it's just I had like the biggest smile. Like I usually never smile with wrestling, but like I'm just so happy for this little girl and her dad. Like I don't know, it's just really nice. I mean Santino, who doesn't fucking love Santino?
Oh yeah, well she looked like she stayed in character pretty good, with her being her dad, and like I don't. He said something kind of goofy, and she kind of like rolled her eyes, like what?
Yeah, like a dad kind of thing. Like it's just it's great. And I don't know. I really don't know her character in WWE, but I think she's really good. So the opening, Alicia's under Alicia is under protocol condition. She is under concussion protocol.
Oh, wow.
Broke that sentence in my brain. So that's the first thing going on. I mean, I don't know if that's real or if they're just using it. So Masha, out of nowhere, starts speaking English. Totally normal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's better. I think I've heard her maybe speak it maybe a little bit once, but like to be like carrying on conversation.
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. Yeah, and it was like it was like someone told her 3 words. Like the time you saw her, like someone told her a sentence or something, and she just repeated the sentence. Yeah. Now she knows how to speak English, and I looked into it. Well, I didn't look into it. I happened to come across a Instagram post, and I think she posted something, and then I think it was like someone like Mission. I don't know. All these girls, it's hard, They all love each other. It's so funny, man. There's so much bullshit with guys, but like these girls just all seem to love each other. It's crazy on Instagram. So like, whoever it was.
Catch Masha is kind of like a world traveler, like Tennille Dashwood.
Yeah.
Too.
So whoever it was, they were like, "You speak English, you bitch!" like you've been ignoring me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she wrote something like, "I've been doing a lot of work the last few months." So I'm not sure if that's true, but I mean, if it is, Jesus.
Yeah, you can almost not hardly, tell that she is from like a Russian citizen or whatever.
Sounds like a totally different person last night.
Yeah.
So First Class defeated Sinner and Saint. Cool with that. I get it. You like Sinner and Saint and not have them come out and lose, but the world does need jobbers. So they can get some wins on Explosion, maybe. I don't know. Let them beat the Good Hands on an Impact show if they care that much. But First Class had to get the win here after losing at Victory Road. And I do like Navarro, and I'm pretty sure you do too.
Who's that?
Casey?
Oh, Casey Navarro? Yeah, I thought you said Navarro. I was like, I don't know who that is.
No. No, Casey. I think we talked about him like a year ago.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The dude was just always hanging around backstage. He was like one of those guys.
Yeah, they were commenting. He's kind of always been one of those guys that's been under the radar for a lot of different promotions. I know he's worked for MLW.
Yeah.
I think he had a tryout with AEW, but I know for some reason he never made the cut there. So I guess their loss is our gain. So
Gotta say, Alan Frage, one of my favorite members of the Just Another Pro Wrestling group on Facebook, gives Mike Bailey crap a lot. And I thought he was being too harsh at first. But this dude does not have a character.
yeah, well, I got that kind of.
Happy I'm champion. I'm gonna be in a 6-man tonight. See you later, dudes.
Yeah, I got this like really like weird awkwardness between Gia Miller and him, and he's like, I don't know, he's going on in the detail and whatnot, and telling like how an X Division champion's this, and then he does this really goofy smile, and you could tell she felt really awkward in the situation. I don't know. I think it is.
Yeah, because she's awesome at that, and he's the opposite.
Yeah, and it just like was. Oh God! I think I would have edited that out because it was kind of.
Gia Miller. Gia, if you're out there, I love you. Just want to throw that out there while I'm stoned, and it's okay. Ace, sorry, no disrespect. And I have no chance, so I can say that. So next up was, I hate everything about this. Once again, Matt Cardona returned, and he just stinks up the place every time he returns. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. This dude sucks. Am I wrong? Every few months he comes back and it's like, whatever he does, I don't care. And now he's fucking up our boy PCO. Get out of his way. PCO didn't need this.
The only thing I find credible about Cardona is his theme song. Other than that,
I mean, he's like, it's so weird because he's credible, but like, I don't know. It's like, he's not going to be around. He can leave at any moment. They could make a Bound for Glory match, and he could leave the night before to go to WWE if they called.
Yeah.
And it's like whatever. Like, I just can't care about the guy. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not I don't dislike him or anything. I just can't care for him.
Well, let's not forget to mention too. He has this really unfound love for GCW. I don't know what that's about, but
King of the Death matches because it worked for a little, but then it didn't. I mean, think about how many more people cared about GCW years ago than now.
Yeah.
That shit has no buzz, man. They had that crazy murderer guy as a champ, and I don't know what his deal is, but it seems like they're not allowed to put a title on him anymore. And they went from him to Cardona, and then it's just been Cardona, and like they never kind of changed into anything else, but whatever. So Rhino, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to see Rhino ever again. I don't want to see Matt Cardona. I can deal with Cardona because he hasn't been around 70,000 years, but Rhino I only want to see Rhino making saves in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get like, when I see it, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I look at how like so much time's gone by since he went through that metal wall with Abyss, and like how much,
oh my God.
You know what I mean? Like how much.
Yeah, and I feel like this is the exact kind of match someone could turn the show on and be like, "Ugh, yeah, I'm gonna watch TNA."
Yeah, it's
fucking Rhino versus Zack Ryder. Yeah, 2024.
Yeah, I know. It's that's a part of the show that's very skippable.
Man, this is only 2.5 minutes, and PCO comes in, and it's like, I did like PCO. Fucking fantastic. The best part of this is PCO by himself beating up the chair. He went to the top and he dropped an elbow on the fucking chair.
Thinking Ric Flair the whole time, like
exactly. Like he's like he does it like hardcore when he's angry. He did this a while ago. Then I thought he was like glitching as a character, which also would have been hysterical. But Jesus, please, like, keep doing this. Like, don't let him fucking do this and just stop. Like, let him keep adding to this awesome character.
Yeah, it's pretty funny seeing Cardona at the top of the ramp, like looking at him. Like,
Okay. That was the one good thing. Cardona's facial reactions to PCO doing that was very good.
Yeah.
And if it leads to a death match, like I think it's going to, Bound for Glory again, PCO just beats this dude to death. Which again, I don't like, quote unquote death. I don't just like the guy. It's just he could probably take a great beating, but he has to put PCO over, and then that's it. Also, the stuff with the girl is weird. Like, I just feel like the Delander stuff got really fucking confusing.
Well, and then I don't like what they're doing with PCO with the fact that they don't even seem to mention he's a two-time.
Oh, totally. Oh my god.
Going on like
he has 2 titles.
Yeah, and there's no mention of even a more heritage one.
I mean, I know he's like the character that wouldn't walk around with titles all the time, but also maybe he should.
Yeah.
He's got 2 fucking titles, man. He should be the #1 contender to the world championship, in my opinion, if you have 2 titles.
On TV look so, genuine and like, just.
Yeah, that was a good point. See, I didn't even think about that. I've been thinking something's been missing with PCO, and I actually looked on the roster page the other day, and I was like, he's a top fucking champion.
Yeah.
From watching.
If you tuned in this week and you didn't know that, you're going to know that going forward if they get them on the show.
Yeah. And then this was painful. I don't know what it is. I already hate it. Ash and Heather get to know each other. Heather is interested in a makeover. This is from 411. I don't do little notes on the side. So thank you, Hall, from 411. I don't know where the hell my pal is, Thompson. Maybe relaxing or some shit. That's cool. Death match. What did you think?
Oh, I thought it had some really good moments in it. Looked really good on TV in that venue.
That's what I thought. Yeah, totally.
I don't know.
How long would you have guessed it is without looking?
Or
without me telling you.
A lapse time from like the bell to the end.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 15 minutes.
That's right. Yeah, I would have said 15, 18, but it was only 12. I don't know. Maybe they're wrong here.
Of course, I think they did kind of just like leave the ring, and next thing you know, they ran up on the.
Yeah, that's what I got. 12, 14. Okay, so maybe they. Okay, yeah. I mean, that was a friggin' great, nice frog splash to get the friggin'.
Oh yeah, but I was really, really worried that one of them would. Well, Santana would have like maybe smashed his head on that staging. Like I don't know, it just seemed like.
I mean, they had a really bad pile driver was rough. I mean.
Yeah, that table was way too close to the ramp. I would have moved it over maybe another foot, just it wouldn't be.
Hey, I thought it was a lot of fun.
It definitely was
got
very
a C+ here, a nice enough brawl. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was a really fucking fun brawl. Okay, the Texas deathmatch stipulation wasn't exactly needed. I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
It could have been just a crazy hardcore match, but whatever. But yeah, this was a good win. Either way it's a good win for Santana, even though, I don't know, is beating JDC a big deal? I'm not sure. Moose ran in and beat Santana after the match. I think that's the big thing. Santana has to beat Moose, but also I don't want him to at this point. He has to, level up a bit before then.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It just seems like, what is this all for? I mean, he's going to take out the system, but I don't know. I don't like it when one guy tries to.
Yeah, no, it's gotten real confusing. Yeah. No, it's stupid. Makes no sense at all. He should be trying to get friends to take down the system. Bring in fucking Hernandez. You know what I mean? There's still people from LAX out there. So Josh Alexander. Oh, yes. Josh with Sinner and Saint. That was odd. But also interesting. Josh is actually doing interesting shit. What did you think about Josh with Sinner and Saint? Oh shit! We lost Gary. Son of a bitch! We are too deep into this. Okay, Sinner and Saint we were talking about. I'm gonna have to remember that for when this jerk calls back. Just gonna try and bullshit for another minute in case he does come back. I mean, all that's missing was the Masha and Hardy's match defeating Tasha and the System. I thought that was fun. Plus, we talked about it earlier. So, yeah, it's cool. 40 minutes. I think we're done.